You'll be alright, 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 okay, okay, I'll be okay, alright,
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Tristan. Good morning to everyone watching and listening. This is now November. Ano ba tayo ngayon? November 23. Wow, November 23, and it is 32 days till Christmas. Can you please count with me, Tristan? 32 days na mga ba till Christmas?
Tingnan natin.
Oo, tingnan mo nga. And it's getting closer and closer. Oh my gosh!
Ayan. Tama ka, Coach. 32 days.
Okay. 32 days of Christmas. Ikaw, Tristan, how was your weekend?
Good morning, everyone. Weekend was good. Was able to talk to our, alam mo naman, Coach RD, na yung weekend ko is not really a rest day, but it's really work. But I take delight in talking to our missionaries. Siguro highlight lang, maiba lang this week, highlight is nagkaroon ako ng one-on-one coaching. Yan, last Saturday, live. Of course, with Coach RD. So I really appreciated that, Coach. At salamat sa papansit nung nakaraang Sabado.
Thank you so much also, Tristan, for obliging. So for those of you that are watching, katulad Didi, na nag-good morning sa ating lahat. I like your hair today, Sir RD. Yung bati ni Didi. Yan ang mga nakaka-encourage mo. Thank you so much.
Your hairstyle is brought to you by?
My hairstyle is brought to me by Clay Dough by Bench Fix and Bruno's Mang Romy. Tulad ng mga kasama natin na si Dina nanonood. Normally what we do is, because this is really a live coaching group that we have, and we started Practical Leadership Online. That was our first, which we're now on our second season. We're about to end the season 2 this year, exacto. We'll do probably 1 or 2 more episodes for season 2, and then a Christmas edition for Practical Leadership Online, and then we'll resume again next year. So this is it's really a coaching group that we decided to do online. Tapos nanganak na rin yung PLO na yun into what we have today, which is KAPE tayo. And so we always take some time, while starting this year, I take some time to go one-on-one with each of our kapatids, like Tristan, King, Iko, and DJ. Voluntary. I mean, walang pilitan. Whoever wants to just do a one-on-one. Para lang may check-up and accountability. Kasi kailangan natin lahat, di ba mga kapatid? Kailangan natin lahat na meron tayong hindi lang kabanter o kausap, but we have someone who we can be accountable for or accountable to with what's happening in our life, personally, professionally, relationally, pagka willing yung tao. Otherwise, we don't want to get into that. Um, so for us in practical leadership, it's all about you, and how you can become a better person. And so by doing that, nako-contribute mo yan sa trabaho. So, yun. So nag-one-on-one kami ni Tristan nung Saturday. Nakakatuwa lang. Kasi sa keg kami nag-one-on-one, di ba? Tris. Tapos, nagkataon naman na birthday nung isang team member namin, si Andrea. Di ba? And nagpapansit kasi kami sa kanya.
At naiyak siya, natouch siya, Coach RD. Natouch siya. So,
Kasi gano'n kami sa team namin. We treat our team as a family. So, bilang mga magulang, pagka magulang, quote unquote, if there's someone who has a birthday in the team, we celebrate with them. So, ginagastosan namin sila talaga. Nagpapansit kami, nagpalumpia, Shanghai lang naman gano'n. And then afterwards, yun, siya naman, nagdala naman siya ng what do you call this? Pizza. Di ba? Nagdala siya ng pizza. Tapos ang ginawa naman ng team members, yung ibang kasama sa team ng keg, yung tip nila, kasi they have service charge, di ba? Kasama sa bill mo yun, service charge, pinapayaran mo yun. So, 100% nun goes to them. Pero meron silang iba pang tip kasi may nag-iiwan ng pera, gano'n, na hindi na yan. So, centralized ang tipping sa akin. So, every time they're given a tip, it all goes to one box, a tip box that they share. So, ang ginawa ng team, they finorgo nila yung tip nila for the week. And they bought her a cake. Di ba nakita mo yung Tristan, di ba? Yung chocolate cake. Galing sa buong team yan. They gave up their tips for the week. Tapos binili nila sa cake. So, lalo pa siyang naiyak kasi ang gandang gesture nun from the team going to her. So, bago kami mag-celebrate, si Tristan naman yung nag-pray para sa kanya. Pinag-pray naman niya si Andrea. So, si Tristan, though a guest in keg, is also like family na kilala na rin si Tristan sa keg. Yeah. So, enjoy naman.
I really enjoyed that. Tsaka ang ganda nga ng culture coach. So, galing ng leadership mo dun sa tindahan. Yan.
Maraming salamat. Sabi ni D follow-up, last time kasi nakabags ka. Hindi ka lang sanay, D. Pero nakabags talaga ako dati. Ano na yan panapanahon lang yan And of course, good morning to you, Cecil. Good morning. And thank you so much for supporting us and being a very good partner. Hindi ko na sasabihin kung ano yung partnership ni Cecil sa keg, pero partner din namin yan sa keg. Talagang mabilis, nauubos talaga yung pino-provide niyang food sa partnership sa keg. Kasi keg is all about partnerships, di ba? Alam naman yan. It's all about partnerships. Who can we partner with so that mas makatulong din tayo sa kanila in terms of pushing their products, selling, and all. Kasi we have the venue naman. Kaya naman kaming guests na parang Tristan, linggo-linggo yata. Parami yung guest namin. So, it's nice to be of help to support the different players in the food and beverage industry. So, Cecil is one of them. Na talagang pag natikman yung pagkain na pinoprovide niya sa amin, talagang wow, ibang klase. Just last night, sinerve namin sa isang bisita namin yung pagkain. Sabi niya, grabe tito, spicy sobra, pero ang sarap. Perfect match. Beer match talaga to, tito. Gawa ganun sila. So thank you so much, Cecil, for your partnership and your support. Fresh na fresh. Nice. Parang lumpia, fresh lumpia. Oh, bukod sa coaching natin, Tristan, how was your week with your family, with work? How was everything going on?
With family, saya sobra. We're enjoying the Sunday with Elijah and of course with Marge, the wife ko. So I think we did differently. Differently ba? I cooked something, I cooked pala nung Saturday bago ako umalis.
Mm.
So, nagluto ako nung Saturday. And
Mhm.
then, nung Saturday, coach, pumunta ako dun sa Korean store malapit sa inyo.
Mm.
So, I bought some sausage. So, yun, highlight yun kasi parang medyo similar siya dun sa sausage na nakain namin nung nag-Japan kami last year. So, parang it brought some memories. Yan. And then, yesterday, nag-try si Marge mag-bake. Yan.
Mhm.
So, nag-bake siya and then that's something special. So, we had our own dessert. So we're doing something unique. Yan, every
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
So, yun. And then we're also on a Sunday rin kami, nag-devotion. So we're going through a material where we talk
Mhm.
about having a healthy marriage. So yun yung namin conversation namin on marriage and how we can make it our marriage better. So yun.
Yeah. Galing. Galing.
So yun.
Okay. That's really, weekends talaga is a time for family. It's really a time for family to come together, to enjoy time together. So, galing. More and more, even in BGC, di ba? Chris, nakikita natin na pati mga maliliit na bata, allowed na sila to go out. I think they're more and more every weekend when we're in the store. Mas marami talagang kumakain na pami-pamita sa labas. And at saka hindi lang po foreigners. Kasi normally, you'd expect the mga foreigners talaga. They'll really go out. Pero ito, not necessarily foreigners. Even Filipino families, yung mga with kids, yung mga naka-stroller pa rin talaga. They take time to go out and enjoy the weekend together. Whether they go to eat out in a restaurant or they go to the mall. Which I think, at this point, kahit yung mga malls, and maybe D can help us, no? Her being with the Mega World Group, most specifically in First Oceanic Property Management. You're slowly easing up the regulation or IATF guidelines to allow more and more. Kasi you can't stop Christmas. Kapatid, 32 days na nga lang eh. But I doubt if people are going out to do Christmas shopping. But at least, they can celebrate in their own little way with a little bit of festivities naman. That's brought about by malls. That's, di ba, ibig sabihin, of course, magde-decorate tayo sa bahay. Pero iba pa rin yung lumalabas ka, tapos nakikita mo yung, you see the lights of the malls, you see the lights of this. Iba yung feeling din. So I guess they're encouraging people to really, really go out. And with that, as we mentioned last Friday, meron ng mga for release na mga vaccines. It's not just trial period anymore, but it's already summer, already ready for release. In fact, nag-order na ngayon iba't ibang bansa ng mga vaccines. So people are more hopeful for 2021. And Christmas is just around the corner. So, meron akong isang issue share sa ating lahat. Yesterday, speaking of foreigners, yesterday evening, I had a guest who just came into Manila a few weeks ago. And so, he was seated outside sa one of the counters outside, countertop tables outside. And he came to Keg, inside Keg, and then he was asking, so how do I do things here? Do I just come up to the bar to get the beer, or how, I'm not sure how to do things here. So, busy yung lahat ng staff. So, normally kasi pagka sa atin sa mga nanonood, pagka Friday, Saturday, which are really heavy days for us, I man the bar outside. I have two bars. I have a bar inside the store, and then I have a bar outside the store. So, sa outside the store, ako yung nandun. So, which gives me a bigger perspective of my business. I get to talk to the guests. I get to, pag may dumadaan, they need seats. I ask how many they are, etc. etc. So it's a nice time to connect with your guests. Plus to serve them. Beer lang naman yun. I don't do cocktails. I don't do special. All the cocktails are done inside. Yung pag-mix ng mga cocktails. Lahat sa loob yun. Kasi all I have outside is just all beer. So bakit dito, bakit doon, tubig, etc. So this guy comes in and says, oh, I don't know how to do things here. So inattend ko na siya. Sabi ko, let me sit you and then let me see you. Let me know what you want. So umupo siya. Tapos sabi niya, so I just wanted to know how, because I don't want to be rude. I don't want to, because in the States, it's different the way we do things. So like, also, you're from where? Sabi niya, I'm from California. But sabi niya, I'm really from Arizona. Like, okay, so you're from Arizona. So sabi niya, I'm just trying to get a feel of how to do things here because I just moved here for work a few weeks back. Okay. So nung hinubad niya yung mask niya for a while, mukha siyang Pinoy. I mean, he was moreno, tapos yung buhok niya, katulad ng mga buhok natin. Gano'n. And then sabi ko, okay, so you're from Arizona. Sabi ko, so I'm RD. You are? So my name is Sai. Gumanon siya, Sai. Oh, so how do you spell that? P-S-Y? Or like Sai, Gangnam Style Sai? Or sabi niya, no, C-Y. Okay, C-Y. So tell me more about yourself. Gumanon, sabi niya, so, well, I'm a Native American. I go, okay. Eh, nung bata ako, Tris, talagang sobrang, sobrang intrigued ako sa mga Indians. Kasi, di ba, mga Native Americans, iba talaga yung the way they live, just their disposition is so different. So, okay, so it's interesting because as a child, I've been fascinated with Indians. In fact, Last of the Mohicans is a movie that I really watched. Many Indian films, Native American films, I wanted to see. Yung kay Kevin Costner, di ba, yung Dancing with the Wolves, but di ba, that's about Native Americans also. Like, okay. That's a Twilight, di ba? It's a Twilight. Yung sa mga wolves, yung nila, they come from Native Americans also. So, I was very intrigued by them. So, tinanong ko, sabi ko, so what's it like? What's your culture? Tapos sabi niya sa akin, if you see, this is the first time I've grown hair. Gumanon siya. Sabi ko, what do you mean? Sabi niya, ever since I was a kid, until I was about 14, 15, yeah, I've always had a shaven head. And to say, so why was your head shaven? Sabi niya, in our culture, siya, Navajo Indian. Navajo. Sabi niya, in the Navajo culture, if your head is shaven, that means that you are a bad boy. Tapos sabi niya, if you see a Navajo boy with long hair and braided, they are good boys. They grew up being good boys. It's like, wow, interesting. And there are certain tribes, sabi niya, that if you see that they're very peaceful, there are certain tribes that are peaceful. And he says the reason is because they don't know the word anger. They don't know the word rage. They don't know the words war. They don't know that word. It's not in their vocabulary. So all they are is very peaceful. They're very harmonious. They want to coexist in harmony with other people, with other tribes, with the other tribes. It's like, wow, how interesting. So when you watch movies and you see the movies where the antagonist is also Indian, they're normally shaven or
Mm.
they just have a mohawk. Like, oh, okay, so that explains that. Sabi, yes, in most tribes, that's the case. It's like,
Mm.
wow,
Kaya,
interesting.
kaya pala si Jacob mahaba buhok, ano?
Oo,
Naka-braid
di ba
yung
si
buhok niya eh.
Jacob? Correct, correct. So, may mga ganun eh, no? May mga iba't ibang kultura, mga ibang tao eh. And then, sa kanila, napag-usapan kasi namin, sabi niya, so you don't look Filipino, gumano siya sa akin. Sabi ko, well, it's because we have Spanish blood in our lineage. In fact, my surname is of Spanish descent. Sabi, so how is that? Sabi ko, I mean, okay, we learn to live with it. We're okay with it. Sabi niya, oh, interesting. Sabi ko, why interesting? Because in Native American, in Navajo, in Arizona, where we're from, when you go into a Navajo reserve or a Navajo city, or the city of Navajo, um, we don't speak English as our first language. It's Navajo. We speak Navajo. Sabi ko, wow, interesting. Sabi niya, yeah, it kind of sucks when I first learned that Filipinos are really good with English. Sabi ko, why? I mean, because you kind of lose your native tongue. You kind of lose the element of your ethnicity. It got me thinking, no. I mean, because when I went to Thailand, none of them speak English. I mean, you're forced to speak Thai. That's interesting. When you go to China, you're forced to speak Chinese. So you have to adapt to their culture and their tongue. So, but it
Mm.
works, I guess, for the Philippines because you have a lot of business coming in. However, you really lose the native tongue. Like, oh, man. It got me thinking also. So
Ayan.
that's a very interesting conversation I had. Kaya masarap yung trabaho ko at yung negosyo ko. Kasi ang dami ko nakikilala ng tao talaga. Sobra, ang dami ko natututunan, ganun pala yun. Ganun pala yun, di ba? So, which helps me also in consulting, which helps me also in
Mm.
coaching, and in the seminars that I do. Kasi lumalawak yung perspective mo about people, behavior, and all, which also feeds into my background in college, in marketing. Kasi marketing management, consumer behavior pinag-aaralan niya. Yung mga
Mm.
personalities ng mga tao. Yung mga ganun. So, sa inyo ba, kunwari in your department, in missions, ano yung mga typical na mga behavior, or is there anything customary for you as a department
Sa
in every
missions,
mission? Mm.
oo, sa missions, 'di ba, meron tayong mga missionaries on the field.
Yeah.
They're given, I think our missionaries are given about a year or two to really learn about the culture. You know, so we're
Mm.
not forcing them. It's not really a force for, oh, mag-ano ka na, mag-1-to-1 ka na. Walang ganun. So it's really more of learning the culture, learning the language, particularly learning the language. Tama yung sinabi nung kausap mo uh, la, the other night, coach. Importante na you get to know the language of the person you're talking to. Actually, kasi parang yun na yung culture eh. No? It will give you a background kung ano yung culture nung nation na yun. So, yun talaga yung yun yung norm. Siguro if I would be a missionary on another place, I would do the same thing he did. I would visit the bars, I would visit uh, the barber shops, I would visit the neighboring businesses and see the feel And also, since our ministry is focused on the campus, I would definitely visit the where the students are, yung mga coffee shops, mga computer cafes, mga ganon. So, I will visit where they are to get to know the feel, the culture of the people you're actually trying to reach. Kaya maganda yung nasabi mo, Coach RD. Maganda nga na you get to talk to them kasi nakikita mo kung nasaan nandun yung tao mo eh. That's the same thing with us. Yan. So, I think pwede rin ako maging marketer in a way, ano? Kasi that's what we're actually doing. So, getting to know the people
Yeah,
around us.
right.
So,
Yeah.
yun. That's encouraging to know.
So, in fact, we talked about that diba, in our coaching session together. Consumer
Mm.
insighting.
Yes.
You know your consumer, know the target market or the
Mm.
target audience.
Mm.
Kasi importante yun, kilalanin mo kung sino yung mga taong kausap mo or kung sino yung taong gusto mong i-reach out, whether that's
Mm.
missions or for us in the store, it's our guests. What kind of guest profile do we want? Or whether at work, diba? What kind of culture do you want to build for the people that work with you?
Mm.
Maybe you can share with us, D and and Cecil, though I kind of know the culture of their organizations because these are two of my top clients in consulting and coaching. But they
Yeah.
can share with us most specifically these two ladies, D and Cecil, because they are the ones who are really actively involved with people in the organization, most especially the
Mm.
leadership of the organization and everyone else in between. Diba?
Mm.
So, for
Ah,
example, yung sa amin sa keg, nakita naman ni Tristan to na really a it's really a family culture. Yeah. So that's what we want to build. We want to build a family culture because we want to attract also many more families to come celebrate moments, diba, life moments with us in keg.
mm.
So whether that's a promotion, whether that's a typical just a Sunday lunch out or dinner after service or after church, they come to keg and then have dinner before going home. Ganun yung vibe na gusto namin ma
Mm.
achieve. No? So we build that culture within the organization.
Napansin ko nga, coach eh. Actually, nung Saturday, after nung coaching natin, sinundo ko si Marge at saka si Elijah. So, we went out. We went to the park near the keg. Right across kasi ng 4th Street may park. So, we went there. And marami kami nakita doon na ibang nationality, from other nationality din. So, interesting kasi si Elijah, he's an attention grabber. So, meron siya nakakalarong mga South Koreans, mga taga ah, India. So, kung hindi lang COVID, sabi ko nga kay March, we will definitely engage the people around us kasi get to know them, where they're from. Diba? Kasi it's good to build the community. Napansin ko din na kapag medyo anonymous pa yung kausap mo, guards are down, they're actually free to talk to anything. Uh, to anyone actually. So, pansin ko din yun sa mission. So, parang, ay, oh, this could be our mission field. Yan, wow, this is a good practice. So, yun. So, maganda. Natutunan ko yun nung Saturday, consumer insighting. So, that's really, I guess for some of us, we're doing that already. We just don't know about it yet. Pero it was good to be reminded about getting in touch with people around us. Yan.
Mm-mm. Galing. Very good. Sabi ni D, in FOPM, which is First Oceanic Property Management. So just a little background, FOPM is the property management group of MegaWorld. So if you have a MegaWorld development, chances are the ones who are managing the property is the organization called FOPM, First Ocean Property Management Team. In FOPM, we promote the culture of service and integrity. So, okay, tama yan, service and integrity. Kasi nga, that's what they're all about. they provide service. But at the same time, kailangan may integrity yung service mo. So from lahat yan, di ba? From security to building maintenance, building engineering, lahat. So they're the ones who provide all of that. So service and integrity, very good. Okay. That's their culture. Sabi naman ni Evangeline Ulantay, good morning to you. With my profession, sige tuloy mo pare. Tuloy mo.
Yan. With my profession as nurse, maganda to learn their language and culture to have a better nursing care. I must learn the basic language, especially in relation to parts of the body, description of pain. Yan.
Interesting. Learn their language and culture to have a better nursing. Yeah, oo. So, medyo challenging din yan, di ba? Kasi iba-ibang pasyente, which means iba-ibang pamilyang kinabibilangan na iba-iba rin ang kultura, di ba? So,
May mga iba gustong sabihin agad kung ano yung problema.
correct.
Iba naman,
Correct.
they don't wanna be confronted with that. Diba? You talk to
Correct.
my husband, talk to my spouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Iba naman hindi, you tell me before them. May mga ganon.
Yeah. Oh, and we have to thank people like Evangeline because ever since the start of all of this, they have become the frontliners,
Mm.
and HR practitioners as well, like Dee and Cecil. They're also in many ways frontliners because they have to take a look at the welfare of people, their employees, their leaders, their team, the whole organization. Diba? Kumbaga, nurse din sila ng kanilang mga kumpanya. But yeah, so thank you so much for that. And it must be a challenge to try to learn the different languages. But I'm sure it's fulfilling given your role as a nurse. Saka marami pa may mga love languages pa yan, di ba? May ganun pa. Love language. Ano ba yung 5? Please?
Sense of touch, gift, affirmation, ano pa ba? Ano pa nakalimutan ko? Gifts. Yan. Gifts.
Diba? Gifts, service, affirmation, touch, diba?
Touch.
And quality time.
Quality time.
Quality time. Kahit di kayo mag-usap, basta magkasama kayo, okay na sa kanila yun. Diba? Yun yung mga love languages. Diba? Quality time is you don't have to talk to each other for as long as they're there. You're there, you're okay. Like there are some kids there like that. They don't need to talk to their parents as long as they know that the parents are in the house, everybody's safe, okay na sa kanila yun, quality time. And then, you have physical touch. Diba? Physical touch is yung showing your affection by hugs, by taps, for a job well done. Yung some couples, I see this a lot with older couples. Ang cute ng mga yun, yung mga lolo't lola na naglalakad sa mall na naka-holding hands pa rin. Di ba? Yung parang yan yung mga couple goals na pag tumanda.
The notebook level.
The notebook level. Physical touch, and then words of affirmation. Yung mga words of affirmation, yung people that need kahit text lang na good job guys, or you did well in this so and so, okay na sa kanila yon. Of course, cash is also good as a reward, as an incentive, but there are people who have that love language of affirmation just by the mere check, you're doing great. Yes, appreciation is fine with them. So tatlo na yan, dalawa pa. Giving gifts, diba? There are those who just are so generous by, they just think about, ito yung mga magagaling sa Christmas gift giving. Yung, alam nila yung gusto ng iba't ibang kasama nila sa bahay, pamilya nila, kaibigan nila, di ba? It's very specialized. Hindi sila yung thematic gift, this Christmas, puro mugs ang bibigyan nila. Ito hindi, yung isa-isa alam nila kung ano yung gusto nito, because that's who they are, by giving gifts, and they're generous. They just love giving gifts. And
Mm.
then the last is acts of service. Yan. So pag
Mm.
sinabing acts of service, ito naman yung habang you're kumakain kayo, tapos nila tatayo sila, and then they'll start but bringing out the plates, they'll start fixing things, they'll start doing things for you, they'll drive for you. And to them, it's nothing. It's even if sometimes they're the president of so and so company, but because that's them, yung
Mm.
talagang wala sa kanila yon. It's really fine with them. Uy, nakakaya naman kay pa. Hindi, kasi yun sila. They really like serving people. So,
Yes.
those are 5 love languages, apart from the actual language that the family has.
Mm.
And maybe that's a good question also for us. What is your love language among the 5?
Or maybe
Ikaw ba,
top
Chris?
2.
Ano yung sa'yo? Oh, yeah, top 2. Oh.
Top 2, yan. Sa akin, service. I really like it when I get to serve, and when also service is being done for me. So,
Yeah.
yun. So, I feel valued about service.
Mm.
And then time. Yan, time.
Mm.
Ang theme song ko dyan, basta't kasama kita. So, yun.
Nice!
Kahit hindi nag-uusap. Yan, basta,
Oh.
di ba, sa akin, it's with March, yung wife ko. So, kahit hindi kami nag-uusap, basta we're doing, basta magkasama kami, so yun, I feel love. Yan. So, maganda yung
Galing.
pero pag Christmas, nagbabago yung love language ko, nagiging gift, parang ganon, coach.
Yeah.
Okay lang ba yun?
I think so. Wala namang hindi pwede gawin, di ba? I think so. Okay.
May mga meron siyang coach, para dun sa mga 10 million viewers natin na merong online assessment. Yan si Gary Chapman on the
Yep.
5 love languages. Kung para gusto mo malaman kung anong love language meron ka, yung spouse mo or yung mga anak mo. So it's a good exercise.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Galing.
Yan.
Okay. Ito muna si D. Ayan, customer service, housekeeping, engineering, finance and admin, and safety and security. Chefs by heart for everyone. Yan yung kanilang Chefs is, lahat yan. Customer service, C, H, housekeeping, E, engineering, finance and admin, and safety and security. Yan yung chefs. So, that's the kind of culture that they want to build. Ang kanilang president, si Joy Salazar, mahilig sa ganyan, mahilig sa acronym. So, she likes doing those things, which is nice kasi madaling matandaan ng mga tao. So, share nyo rin sa amin yung mga nanonood sa atin kung ano yung inyong love language, love top 2. At bumabati si Zar de Ramos. Good morning, great week ahead to everyone. Yes, we pray and we wish everybody will have a great week, not just a good week, but a great week. Diba? Follow up, sabi ni Evangeline, true, sir, just like kids, pag nakikita, papaluha yung nakikita mo mukha. Tuloy mo, Tristan.
Yung nakikita mo mukha pag mag-a-administer ng vaccine. Pag nag-hug ka muna, then nakuha mo yung trust nila, di masakit. They will hawak. Yeah? They will say, hawak mo ko, then pag natapos, very proud, di pala masakit. So, this is particular to the culture, So, that's good. That's a very good observation.
Yeah.
Yan. O yan, may tanong sa'yo, Coach.
What's
Ikaw
your
daw.
love language, Coach RT? Kayo muna. Mamaya na ako. Share muna kayo.
Oo. Yung love language, naisip ko doon, na kanta, Coach, ano ba to? On old song, Sometimes When We Touch. Sorry, ano ba yung song yun? Yung iba kasi kapag hindi mo natatap yung shoulder, 'di ba? Pag sometimes lang parang or hindi mo wala nang high five ngayon, kaya sila na may love language for touch. They feel sad during this time
Correct.
kasi syempre mahirap magbeso-beso,
Yeah.
mahirap
Yeah.
mag-hug, mahirap mag
Yeah.
fist bump, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Isipin mo may alcohol ka ba, something like that. So, I
Oo
feel
nga,
for
no?
you, 'di
That's
ba?
right. People with love language ng physical touch. Wow!
Mm,
Woo! Diba? It's like
malungkot.
depriving you of one of your senses. Parang nawala yung
Mm,
isang sense mo, di ba?
mm.
Wow. Oo
Na
nga, no?
naalala ko si Miss Joy, sabi niya, yung isa sa guest natin sa Practical Leadership Online, kung yan ang love language mo at nahihirapan ka, ganito lang daw, parang it's not okay to be okay, no? Para to embrace yourself and tap your shoulder.
Oo.
Yan.
Oo nga. Oh, I didn't think of it that way until now, until you said that. That's true.
Mm,
Those that have physical touch as a love language, it's good. Oh my gosh, it's difficult. So kailangan ikaw, sarili mo na lang.
mm,
Or your family members. I mean, you've been with them for the last 8 months, di ba?
mm,
So, I mean, sila naman talaga yung una mong dapat pagbigyan ng, kung love language mo talaga is physical touch, that should first go to your
mm.
immediate family. No? And in particular,
Agree.
your spouse, di ba? Spouse mo talaga dapat. Sila muna, di ba? And then yung iba, tap on the shoulder, yung gano'n.
Yun yung coach, kaya medyo this time, no, this pandemic, nagkaroon ng realization yung mga families na
Yeah.
parang they're not really close or close to each other. Kasi pag
Mm.
close ka, that's just natural. Pero pag hindi close, parang, okay, ang awkward, di ba? It's awkward to,
Yeah,
di ba?
right.
It's awkward to embrace, it's awkward to
Oo.
tap the shoulder. Ganyan ka lang
Oo.
talaga.
Right. Oo. Okay, si Evangeline, sabi niya, ang kanyang love language, tatlo ang binigay, service, time, and touch. Oh. At buti na lang. Kasi yung profession mo as a nurse, number one is
Mm.
service. And then the time that you give, di ba, to each patient as you do your rounds. Importante yan. Tapos meron nga sinasabing touch therapy. I remember that Johnson & Johnson,
Mm.
yung touch therapy, yung kanilang, yung for the kids, the babies, yung baby oil or powder, they say that it helps with the growth or the development of the baby. Na
Mm.
meron pang touch therapy. Yun yung kanilang advocacy. Or, hindi advocacy, yung kanilang, what do you call that? That's their
That's their
campaign.
one-time
That's their
campaign.
campaign. Yan, oo. Yun. Bilang sponsor ng what do you call this? Johnson & Johnson. Naku, baka mag-sponsor yan. Si Johnson & Johnson. Napati natin yung branding nila. At saka si Burger King, naku, last Friday, baka mag-sponsor yan. Katulad ng Tristan, basa!
Ng The Keg, ayan, Brewed to Go, Kylie Bakes, Oil MGH, Bake King, and Food Station Online.
Yan!
Ang ating mga sponsors.
Okay, mga segue, Yan. Sino pa? Ano pa? Basa pa tayo ng iba. May mga
Ayan.
nagsasabi pa dito. Ayan. Ano sabi ni Cecil?
Sabi ni Cecil, I think mine is touch, primary, then service, secondary. I guess paano mo ba malalaman na yan yung primary or secondary mo? Siguro if you feel, ako at least for me, no, if I feel agitated that it's not done for me.
Yeah.
If it's not done for me, or if I don't feel comfortable not doing it for other people around me. So if I don't get, let's say with my spouse, with my wife, if I don't get to serve her, I feel like parang kulang yung ginagawa ko. It's not a gift. Kung sa office, diba, if I don't get to serve them and not do things proactively, parang I feel like I'm doing a disservice for them. So,
Yeah.
ganun, yun yung measurement para sa akin.
Yeah.
Yan.
Hindi ka complete, no? Pag hindi mo na-express yung love language mo.
Oo. May kulang. Parang selfish lang. Yung parang take lang ng take. Parang hindi komportable.
Oo. Oo. Ikaw, Tess Navarro, na
Ayan.
good morning sa amin. Good morning Monday rin sa'yo. Ano ba ang love language mo, Tess? Sige nga. Sasabihin ni Tristan ulit yung 5, tapos mamili ka, tapos i-type mo sa amin, ha? Okay, Tristan, ano yung 5? Sige nga.
Ayan. Merong gift, merong service, merong time, words of affirmation, and then touch. Yan. Yan yung mga love languages. So, ano kaya yung K-test? Yan.
Si Jerry Andres, alam din niya yan. Oh, alam din niya yan kay Gary Chapman. So, share mo rin sa amin, Jerry, kung ano yung love language. Oh.
Yes.
Eto, sabi ni Zar ay, tadan, o basa, kapatid.
Yan. Hard to pick. Top 2 are affirmation and service. Yan. Oo nga. Buti sana kung 10, no? Or 34, katulad ng Strengths Finder, may ano ka pa eh.
May top 5 ka pa.
Ito from top 5, you'll only have to choose kung ano yung top 2 mo eh.
Top 2. Oo. Yun sa online assessment ba, Tristan, nakarank ba siya? Paglabas ng results, ng survey?
Yes. They ask questions and then you'll average it based on the answers you give.
Okay.
So, kailangan intuitive yung answering. Dapat by gut. Hindi yung parang mas gusto ko ang gift. So you'll take it 3 times, 'di ba? Parang ganun. Not that.
Yeah. So, siya? So, it's the now. Yung mga questions, when you answer it, it has to be now. Hindi yung, ito yung gusto ko mangyari. Hindi, ito yung ano ka ngayon. Diba?
Yes.
Okay.
And you can take it every season.
Okay.
You can take it every season. Kasi nga, it varies depending on the environment. Kasi, di ba, environment nurtures us. So, it also depends on the environment or kind of work you do. Sometimes it varies. So, yun. Hindi ka tulad ng Strengths Finder na pangmatagalan, di ba, Coach?
Right. If that's the case, do we have a website or they just Google
they can
survey
Google
assessment for
Gary Chapman? Teka, I'll look for it now.
Yeah. Oo. Sige, magbabasa muna ako habang nagta-type ka. Rinig namin yung pag-type mo.
Sige na. Hindi na masyadong malakas. Passionate.
Sabi ni Zar, sometimes we tend to forget giving words of affirmation, which is very important. Correct. Sa totoo lang, mga kapatid, in Genesis, when you go back to the Bible, it all begins with the Word. Diba? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So, and he was referred to Jesus. But if you take a look at all creation, everything was created out of the spoken word. God spoke and there was day and light. God spoke and the water separated, the land separated the waters of the sea. God spoke and things came into being. So, importante rin, mga kapatid, na yung words of affirmation. Not just to affirm. Ken Blanchard also says in his book, The 1 Minute Manager, which is a classic. I encourage everybody to read that. We took that up in our coaching session. We took up The 1 Minute Manager for several weeks. We took it up. But I encourage everybody to read that book. It's a simple, maybe you're done in an hour or 2. Ganun lang kasimple yung libro. But the impact is so... the impact is long-term. And Ken Blanchard says that there are 3 goals of the 1 Minute Manager. 1 minute goal setting, 1 minute praise, and 1 minute correction. Doon sa 1 minute praise, he was saying that when you catch people doing things right, okay, kasi typically as managers or as leaders, we always try to look, nako, ito, mali na naman ginawa. Nako, ito na naman, sabi ko na nga ba. We always... And that's also part of strengths. The reason why people don't focus on strength is because there's an obsession with fixing weaknesses.
Mm.
Ken Blanchard says no. You look for what people are doing things specifically right.
Mm.
So catch people doing things right and praise through progress. You praise them through progress. Kasi
Mm.
magkakamali ang tao. Lalo na pagka nag implement tayo ng plano natin for 2021 or at
Mm.
least for, kunwari, Christmas party na lang. O izo-zoom Christmas party natin, ha? Anong gagawin natin dito? So you're planning, you're executing. Pagka may nakita kang tamang ginawa ng tao, good job, you did this, that specific, be specific with your praise. That's like words of affirmation because it boosts the person to move forward. Diba? Na even at the time na they don't make it or they miss it or they fail in the process, you have to still find a way to see what are learning opportunities. What are learning opportunities? So it's important that you praise also through progress, which is again words of affirmation. You praise through progress. So remember two things: catch people doing things specifically right. Don't be a nitpicker as a manager or as a leader. Why? Because if we are a nitpicker, guess what? People will not want to work with us or for us. Kasi sasabihin nila, yan lang naman inaano ni boss. Parati yung pagkakamali ko na nakikita ni boss. And then,
Mm.
so catch people doing things specifically right. The next is praise through progress. Praise through progress. And you will find out, oh my gosh, your team, if you do that, they will outdo any performance that they've done before. We've implemented that in our store. We've implemented that. Every Tuesday is our staff meeting. And I always start off with congratulations. I always start off with like a praise report because I'm there every day. So I see their progress. I see the things that they do specifically right. And I call out people. Oh, congratulations, Brian, sa kusina. Dahil, we had so much orders. You're able to deliver the orders on time. And not only that, nakalabas ka pa, tapos nag-serve ka pa ng drinks and all, naghupo ka pa ng tao. So congratulations to you. Find out what you're doing specifically. Right? And then you praise the team for the entire program. But, of course, you also have to deal with the issues. We're not saying that you don't. You also have to deal with the issues. Pero muna yung praise kasi kakailanganin nila yun. That builds confidence, that builds trust, so that when they fail, they know that they can come to you also and say, boss, I didn't make it, or sir, this is what happened. And you see, amazing what it does. They apologize and then they move on. Okay. So, meron ka ng ano? Ayan.
Ayan, I posted it na, Coach.
Ayan. 5lovelanguages.com. Ayan.
/quizzes. Meron din mga PDF, pero ito hindi mas interactive galing mismo sa website ni Dr. Gary Chapman. So
Alright.
yan, maganda. Meron siyang for your kids, for couples, for teenager, for singles. So yon. At saka alam ko meron din siyang for workplaces. So
That's
yan.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I clicked something. Baka you can put it
Yeah.
back on.
Okay.
Just so that people can take a photo of it or remember it.
Ayan.
Yeah.
And actually,
So,
Coach,
8
habang nagsasalita ka kanina,
Yeah.
maganda yung you reward them by your appreciation kasi it also enforces habits. Yun lang naman dadagdag ko.
Yeah. Oh, good. Sabi ni Tess, yan, kanya. As for me, service to the people, touch for my family, and tagay to my dearest friends. I can give, yes, Trina, happy birthday, advanced happy birthday tomorrow. O kasi wala tayong kape tayo bukas because it's a Tuesday. So, congratulations. Happy birthday, Trina. And, we pray that you will have more success, and at the same time your service will go a long way, and of course health to you and your family. Regards to Rafi and to everybody, to all the kids and to all the team in the the office of the congressman, and to the LGU of Muntinlupa, from Mayor Fresnedi and the rest of the team there. Yun. So, birthday, happy birthday. Sabi ni Zar, yan, praise your husband in front of your kids. Yan. Oh, very good. Oh. Yun, okay yan. Don't disrespect. Diba? You always encourage, always praise. So, sasagutin ko na. Bago tayo magwakas, sasagutin ko na yung
Yes,
tanong
Coach.
ni Cecil. What is your love language, RD? My love language, my top two is words of affirmation. Number one, words of affirmation. And service. And service. That's why sobrang iba ang paradigm. Nagkaroon ng paradigm shift yung team ng KEG. Because remember, when we bought the company, the team came along with it. So, sobrang paradigm shift sa kanila yung may-ari ang naghuhugas ng plato, naghuhugas ng baso sa kusina, or nag-aayos ng kami, even Vera, my wife, she's the one who decorated the place. Kami nag-aayos ng bote dun sa yung display area. I mop, I can do that. I can sweep, I can fix the tables, I tend the bar, I serve the guests. So, because service is my next words of affirmation. Service is the next. Yun yung siguro top 2 ko. So, nasagot ko na
Good job,
mga
Coach.
kapatid.
Good job.
And thank you so much. I'm so affirmed. Ayun, so magpaalam na tayo, kapatid. 9:01 na. Kailangan na pumasok ng mga tao. Katulad ni Zar, sabi niya, I have to go. Bye! Okay, so
Yan.
ikaw na magsara. I just hope and pray that everybody will not just have a good week ahead, but a great week ahead. And not just a great week, but a very productive week, both at work, for whatever you do, and for your family life. So, we'll see you all again on Wednesday at 8:05 a.m. And tomorrow, Practical Leadership Online, which is at 8 p.m. naman tomorrow. So,
Yes.
we'll see you all twice. No, 4 times this week. So, goodbye for now.
All right. See you tomorrow and see you on Wednesday and Friday. Again, like what we talked about, use your 5 love languages to add value and develop culture in your family and at work. God bless you and see you again. Bye-bye.
Bye.